Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's time for another day in my life planning routine vlog video. It's 6:45 a.m. and the day is getting brighter already around this time where I live. For today's breakfast, my daughter requested for roti prata. It's a favorite choice and it's accompanied with a bit of mayo and a cup of milk. Valentine's Day is tomorrow and we've prepared some gift bags for my daughter's class. My daughter gets a bag as well. I've brought down with me my Hobonichi planner as well as the book I'm currently reading. It's the latest Crescent City novel by Sarah J. Maas. While waiting for my daughter to finish her breakfast, I decided to watch some Grimm TV show episodes. Sometime later, I'm back from dropping off my daughter at her school. Now it's time to prepare my breakfast. I decided to make myself a filet of fish burger to go with my coffee. I continue watching Grimm while enjoying my breakfast. With breakfast done, it's time to start planning my day and do some journaling. First, I mark in my habit tracker. I dreamt this morning. And I also achieved calorie deficit yesterday, so I'm marking that down. That's it for now. I'll return to this page as the day progresses. Coming to the monthly page where I plan my social media stuff, I mark X for filming on the second video as that's what I'm doing right now. After that, I mark my Instagram tracker as I am about to post on my account for today. Turning to the weekly pages, I begin by marking the tracker for skipping supper. I managed to resist eating before bedtime, which helps with my weight loss. I also filled in my water tracker for the previous day, and then I marked for today where I drank a cup of coffee along with some water this morning. Moving on finally to the daily pages. Here is where I list down all the tasks for the day, and on the right is where I journal my thoughts down. Some of the tasks I'm listing are routine like my morning routine, reading, job search, exercise, and evening routine. Besides that, I'm listing down some house chores as well as supervising my daughter's homework. As customary, I refer to my weekly pages where I list down some tasks that needed to be done this week so that I can list them down for the day. With my checklist done, it's time to journal. I usually finish journaling in the morning because I like to see my page completed, and I also take photos of it for posting. The things I journal about are usually about stuff that happened the day before, or it could be about what's happening for the day and other random topics that come to mind. The drawing and decoration that you see already on the page is usually done the day before so that it's ready for me in the morning. Planning and journaling done, it's time to continue on with my day. I moved the bin of Valentine gifts into my car so that I don't forget for tomorrow. I cleared the dining table a bit and stopped to admire my daughter's artwork. She decided to paint on this empty shampoo bottle. And here's a drawing her art teacher did. I guess this will be their next art project. Next, I decided to vacuum the kitchen floor. This is usually where my daughter has her meals. She sits here because she leaves behind a lot of food crumbs and it's easier to clean. With that done, I sat down and relaxed in the living room and continued watching Grimm episodes until about 10 a.m. I'm upstairs right now and I'm back in my planner. I open up my planner to fill in my water tracker again. After that, I wrote down my wordle for the day with how well I did solving it. I did some job searching tasks just now, so I'm recording my efforts here. I marked beside it with a metallic pink ink to indicate that it's a job search task. That's it for now. I'm moving on to my daily page to mark off some tasks. I've completed my morning routine task, which consists of doing my food log entry, my Wordle puzzle, my Duolingo lesson, and writing in my 5-year journal. I also unloaded and loaded the dishwasher before going upstairs. I had moved the bin containing the Valentine gifts into my car earlier, so I marked that off. And then I marked the job search task since I've completed that earlier just now as well. That's it for now. Now I'm moving on to the back of my planner next. Since I did some vacuuming just now, I marked that in my cleaning log. I also vacuumed the dining and living room as well, so I'm marking that down as well. Next is my sleep tracker on this 365 days check-off sheet. Because of the way it is, I have to count the days in order to make sure I mark on the correct day. I've also marked when each month begins and ends. I wish they had included the dates here so that I don't have to keep counting. Maybe I'm not using it correctly, but sometimes I forget to mark for the day and that's why I have to count the days. I decided to take a break and continue watching Grimm on my computer. Many years ago, my husband had bought for me this box set as my birthday gift. I loved this box set. I love flipping through the sleeves and looking at the words and artwork as if I have my own Grimm journal. Unfortunately, one of the discs was badly scratched and it couldn't be read by the computer. Luckily, Amazon Prime also has this TV show and I could watch those episodes but with ads. Sometime later, I'm back in my planner to check off some tasks. I had put away the folded laundry. I had cleaned my daughter's bathroom toilet bowl. I had also cleaned the master bathroom sinks and countertop. After those house chores, I'm taking another break before my next task. I went downstairs to check on my plants, take a breather, and plan how I'm going to work in my balcony garden. There were a lot of fallen dry leaves as well as infected ones that need to be removed. Yesterday, after watering my plants, I had moved some pots around since they are showing signs of active growth and are bending towards more light. Hopefully, the new placements will straighten them up. I think I may need to add more sticky traps in some of the pots as well, but I'll leave that for another day. With the gardening work done, I'm back upstairs to rest and continue watching Grimm episodes. Some time have passed and at this point I've taken my lunch. I'm back in my planner to check off more tasks. Earlier I've done some gardening, so I'm checking that off. There's nothing else, so I'm moving on to my next task, which I forgot to list down in my checklist, and that is to decorate tomorrow's page. For the daily page, I usually have a drawing surrounded by some decorative stickers and it's divided into 2 columns. For today, I decided to follow a YouTube drawing tutorial drawing the Colossal Titan from Attack on Titan anime. The video tutorial started off with 4 squares like the one you see here. That's why I'm drawing them on this page. I guess it's to make it easier for one to follow. First, I'm drawing the shape of the skull and then the ridges of the eye sockets. And then it's the jawline. I wasn't too sure about the chin and had to redo it. I think it's the right proportion. Next is the orbital cavities for the eyes. I wasn't too sure where it was going from the video cause usually I refer to a completed image to draw. This one, I'm just following what the video is showing me to draw, not knowing what the outcome might look like. For the nose cavity, I couldn't quite get it right. I had to redo it a couple of times, and even after I've settled, I still don't think it looked right. Here I'm working on the mouth of the Titan. Lips are one of my problem areas, and luckily the one shown on the video isn't too difficult. Still, I had to redo it a few times just to get it to look somewhat right. Now I'm working on the chin area below the mouth. The Colossal Titan has these strips of muscle showing around this area, and I'm going to draw that now. Here I'm adding some lines on the cheek and reworking some lines along the side of the skull. The lines on the cheek makes it look like the layer of skin is being stretched. And now I'm going to do the same for the other cheek. Every now and then you see me reaching over to my mouse to pause the video so that I can freeze the frame and see what the artist in the video just drew. Here I'm drawing more holes in the face that reveal more of the face muscles. This is also the part where the rest of the Titan's teeth is shown in all its gruesome glory. If you haven't guessed by now what this anime is about, it's about these horrifying giants terrorizing the humans, and they always appear with their skin almost gone, revealing the bones and muscles underneath. It's a horror, action-filled anime with an interesting story. Where do these titans come from, and why are they attacking the humans? Well, I can't tell you because I myself did not finish watching this anime even though it's been years. I plan to finish watching this one day. Now I'm drawing the eyes in the eye sockets. It's supposed to have this glazed look about it, and I hope I drew to that effect. To make the lines more defined, I had to sharpen the pencil. I think the eyes look much better now. Next part is drawing the neck area with the corded muscles. I got a little distracted and went to erase and redo some lines so that they look clearer. Now back to the neck. This part here is where the neck bone is showing. Yes, the neck bone. This titan is my favorite because it looks almost normal but still scary. Can you imagine this thing looming above the castle walls? It's supposedly 60 meters tall. Now I'm starting to color the titan. I start off with the off-white color. I can't tell if I'm coloring the skin or the surface of the skull, but I guess it can be both. For the shadow, I chose this light brown color. It's not exactly the same as the one in the video, but I'm going for it. Now to color the muscles. I chose 4 color pencils, although in the end I just used 3 that I'm showing here. I couldn't quite get the colors to match right with the video, but I decided it will do. I thought I'd start with the lighter color first, but changed my mind and start with the darkest first. So here I'm just following the lines before shading in the color. This is going to take a while, so I'll let you enjoy the process in peace until the next step. Now I'm using the next lighter color to fill in the muscles. And here I wanted to use this dark color to change the red tone, but it broke. I decided the color wasn't working anyway and decided to use a brown color. I think it was what I needed to change the color of the muscles. I'm actually not done coloring just yet, but decided to go ahead and use my pen to trace the lines anyway. Some areas were too pigmented for the ink that I had to draw over the line many times for the ink to appear. That's one of the downside of coloring first. It's gonna take a while, so I won't comment until the next step. For the neck area here, there were actually a few lines, but because the color was too dark, I couldn't see the pencil marks. So later in the end, I had to rewind back to the part in the video so that I can see where they were at before drawing them in with my pen. Here, I'm just coloring the unfinished areas. And I'm back with my pen again, but later I will finish coloring the neck bones. When I'm filming this, I was doing some touch-ups, adding a few lines here and there, but I'm not quite done just yet, just distracted. I add more of the red-brown color onto the neck here, and then finally I add the lines with my pen while referring to the video. Here I added more of the grey color for the eyes and the neck. Coloring done, it's time to put down some stickers. I'm using the stickers from this sticker book. Something simple but still nice because of the shiny foil effect. The sticker was sticking out a bit, so I had to trim it off, but not wanting to waste it, I used the rest of it to decorate the bottom of the page. It's not nearly enough stickers, so I added some of the speckles. It's around this time that I remembered I forgot to do one thing before putting down the stickers. I forgot to thicken the lines around the Titan. I find that doing that makes the image pop. It looks better now, doesn't it? Now back to the stickers. I cut down the same big sticker I was using just now so that it can fit in a certain way at the top of the page. I know this arrow sticker looks a little odd pointing down towards the Titan, but it was just the right length and it divides my checklist from the area where I journal. Now I'm done. After that session, I take a break to have some yogurt while watching more Grimm episodes. Sometime later in the evening, I take my shower before going back into my planner to check off some tasks. I'm starting my end day planner routine right now. I begin with the habit trackers on the calendar index page. I mark my mood for the day. Since I'm relatively in a good mood today, I mark it with a metallic gold ink pen. I'm also marking that my daughter did some workout because later she has swimming class to go to. Moving on to the monthly page, I'm marking the column for edit because as I'm filming this, I'm also downloading the videos and photos I took and editing them in. I also marked the bullet for filming the video since I'm going to finish filming today anyway. Moving on to the weekly pages, I'm going to mark my water intake for the day. And finally to the daily page. I did my evening Duolingo lessons, so I'm marking that off. Here I'm just taking a quick look again at tomorrow's page because sometimes by doing that every now and then, I find maybe I can add something to improve it, but this time there's nothing. Here, I'm having my dinner while watching Grimm. It's sometime in the evening and I'm back in my planner to check off some tasks again. I had helped my daughter with memorizing her lines for her play. I also got her to spell some words as it is something she needs to work on. After that, I read on some voter information so that I can fill in the ballot that's due. And after resting a bit, I did some reading. After seeing my daughter to bed, I continued on with my reading, and then I had a bit of supper, which was apples and peanut butter. I also have this video of people baking pastries and cakes in the background, just because. That's the end of my planning routine. I hope you like this video. If you do give me a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of my videos, do subscribe to my channel. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!